bomb explosions, hijackings, to indiscriminate shootings, which caused many casualties, are a general description of what we know as terrorism. But terrorism has a broader meaning than that. Terrorism is an ideology that encourages a person or a group to commit violence and create fear in society. They are not just killing, but they also cause a very broad effect of fear. Then, how did terrorism develop and what is the motive behind terrorism itself? Therefore, you must know. The beginning of terrorism is characterized by pure crime, that is, murder and threats for a specific purpose. Referring to the history of modern terrorism, the word terrorism is derived from the French word, which was originally used to refer to the actions of the government resulting from the French Revolution at the end of the 18th century, which at that time used brutal violence by killing 40,000 people accused of anti-government activities. So, in the past, terrorism was used to refer to acts of violence by the government, as well as anti-government activities. Modern terrorism emerged at the end of the 19th century, before the First World War. In its development, there were 4 waves of terrorism. The first wave of terrorism began by the wave of anarchism in the 1880s in Russia. The most famous organization at that time was Narodnaya Volya, which succeeded in assassinating the Russian emperor. This period is often described as the golden age of assassination, because there were many assassinations of people considered influential, such as the King of Italy and the 25th President of the United States. Anti-colonialists are the second wave of modern terrorism, beginning in the 1920s to the 1960s. Characteristic of this wave is the intention to gain independence from colonial powers such as Britain and France. In this wave, the rebels stopped calling themselves terrorists and started calling themselves freedom fighters. The third wave of terrorism is the new left or extreme left. This wave emerged as a result of the outbreak of the Vietnam War and the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. Widely used modes in this wave are hostage-taking and hijacking. The most famous example is the hostage-taking of Israeli athletes at the Munich Olympics in 1972. The organization behind the event is known as Black September. Unfortunately, the event ended with the deaths of all 11 hostages during rescue efforts. The religious wave is the last wave of the development of modern terrorism and lasts until today. This wave began in 1979 during the Islamic Revolution in Iran and the Soviet Union occupied Afghanistan. Like the characteristics of the previous wave, assassination of military leaders, hostage-taking, and suicide bombings characterize this wave. The most famous event was hijacking of a commercial airliner by a group of people on September 11, 2001, and crashing it into the WTC Twin Towers in New York, United States. As a result of these events, there was an upheaval in the world economy and politics, and also the emergence of various anti-terrorism movements in various parts of the world as a form of resistance to all acts of terrorism. Hope this video is useful. That's all, and see you. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you.